Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Diah Ramadhani, with NPM 234120060 from the ACT 23A class. In this video I will explain how taxpayers report their annual tax return SPT. In the tax law course. Definition of the annual tax return SPT. The annual tax return Surat Pemberitahuan or SPT is an official report submitted by taxpayers to the Directorate General of Taxes, DGT, to declare their income, tax payments, assets, liabilities, and other relevant financial information for a fiscal year. The SPT functions as a form of accountability by taxpayers to the government, ensuring that all taxable income and tax obligations have been properly calculated and reported, according to the prevailing tax regulations. Legal basis. The reporting of the annual tax return is regulated by several key legal instruments. The main legal foundation is Law No. 6 of 1983 on General Provisions and Tax Procedures, KUP, as last amended by Law No. 7 of 2021 on the Harmonization of Tax Regulations, UUHPP. Supporting regulations include the Director General of Taxes Regulation No. PR 02/PJ/2019 on the procedures for submitting, receiving, and processing tax returns, as well as the Minister of Finance Regulation No. 243/PMK. March 2014 regarding the forms and provisions of tax return filing. These regulations provide a clear legal framework for both taxpayers and tax authorities in the process of submitting annual tax reports. Types of annual tax returns SPT. The annual tax return is divided into two main types: individual tax return and corporate tax return. For individuals, there are three primary forms used. Form 1770SS, for individuals earning less than or equal to IDR 60 million annually from a single employer. Form 1770S, for individuals earning more than IDR 60 million annually or having multiple income sources. Form 1770, for self-employed individuals or those earning income from business or other professional activities. Methods of filing the annual tax return. Taxpayers can submit their annual tax return through three main methods: online via e-filing or e-form, or manually by visiting the tax office, KPP. Through e-filing, taxpayers can log in to the official DGT website at https://djponline, Pajak ID, using their tax identification number, NPWP, and password. They then select the Report e-filing Create SPT menu, answer a few guided questions to determine the correct form, and fill in income, tax deduction, assets, and liabilities data. Once completed, the return is submitted using a verification code sent to the taxpayer's registered email. A proof of electronic receipt, Bukti Penerimaan Elektronik or BPE, is automatically generated as confirmation that the return has been successfully filed. The e-form method allows taxpayers to download the digital form, fill it offline using a PDF application, and then re-upload it to the DGT system. For those without internet access, taxpayers can still file manually by visiting the nearest tax office, KPP, filling out the physical tax forms, and submitting them to the tax officer to obtain an official receipt of submission as proof of compliance. Deadlines for submission. The government sets clear deadlines for filing annual tax returns. Individual taxpayers must file their SPT no later than March 31st of the following year, while corporate taxpayers have until April 30th. Failure to meet these deadlines results in administrative fines, IDR 100,000 for individuals and IDR 1 million for corporations. These penalties serve as a deterrent and an incentive to maintain compliance with tax regulations and timely reporting. Purpose and benefits of filing SPT. Filing the annual tax return serves several important purposes. For the government, it provides accurate and up-to-date data on tax revenue and taxpayer behavior, helping to shape fiscal policy and ensure transparency in public finance. For taxpayers, it acts as a legal proof of compliance, helping them avoid administrative or criminal sanctions related to tax evasion. Moreover, an SPT can serve as legal evidence in tax audits or disputes, protecting taxpayers' rights and demonstrating good faith in fulfilling tax obligations. That's all my explanation, thank you. Wabillahi tawfiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.